Hey guys, welcome back to my Flosstube channel. I'm excited to go over what I've been working on and to do a giveaway and Stormy. I've got the laptop out, so of course she's on top of it. Hopefully she doesn't mess up what I'm doing. That was so cute. Oh my gosh, y'all, she's so cute. Let's see, how old is she now? June, July, August, September, October. So she's over 5 months. And she's a rascal. She's got a little eye boogie. She's a rascal. So it has cooled down outside. So our indoor-outdoor cat, Kiki, has decided she's going to come inside and live for most of the day. She goes outside to use the restroom and then she comes back in. So they have taken up residence on Parker's bunk bed. Kiki gets the bottom bunk and Stormy gets the top bunk. And it is so funny. So you walk in his room and Stormy's little head pops up over the railing of the top bunk. So, and she uses some kind of sorcery to get down from there. She uses the ladder to get up, and I have yet to see the cat come down. She comes down. I don't know if she uses the ladder or what. And yep, she just messed up my computer. So, last week I had my Halloween costume, and I asked you guys to guess what I was, and I've been bad and I did not reply to your comments, but I read them all and I laughed so hard. Y'all, just every day that there was a new comment, it just made me laugh so hard. So I've got to move Stormy here so I can open up the computer again. Oh goodness. She loves this thing. I need to get her like a decoy laptop so that she has something to lay on. Okay, so I'm going to read over some of the comments and then we'll do the giveaway. So, Sharon said she thinks I'm dressed up as an Olympic equestrian rider. Kathleen said, are you wearing that outfit to protect yourself from falling into the dark hole of Flosstube? That's the good one, Stormy. Oh, yes, we've all fallen down the dark hole of Flosstube. Teresa said when she saw me, Bob the Builder popped in her head, and that I'm Wendy, Bob's friend. And so many of y'all referenced Bob the Builder. It was hilarious. Cindy says, I think you are a quilt cross-stitch repairman who goes from place to place fixing other people's crafting mishaps. It's so clever. Jessica says a rescue quilter. Y'all have better ideas than I could ever come up with on my own. And Rebecca's made me laugh the hardest. I read this to my husband and I had tears come out my eyes. Rebecca said I look like a little kid. Ha ha ha, like 12. I wish Rebecca. Not that I want to be 12, but yeah. I guess when you wear pigtails, it might take a couple years off, huh? Farm Boys Love, who is Kim. She's going to say a stitchy minion. That's hilarious. Jennifer, fifth daughter, says, are you a needle worker? That's a good one. Wendy says, crazy craft lady. Could be. Jan said, oh, she told me that Raka, is that how you say her name? Of the House of Stitch and Stash, she also does Legos. So I talked about how much I love Legos, so I need to go check out her channel. And she says, maybe my costume says I'm going down a quilting rabbit hole. Y'all, these are so good. Bridget says Bob the Builder. Let's see here. Cheryl, she knows what it is because I told her on our Zoom, Grace Note Stitcher Zoom, so Cheryl already knows. She said she's not telling. Let's see, Courtney, did you guess? She said, professional quilter that comes to the rescue when people like her try to quilt. Kathy, this was so funny. Kathy says, Quincy the Quilter. That would be Bob the Builder's crafting cousin. That's so cute. Michelle says, am I a quilt doctor? A different Michelle says, a coal miner quilter. That was cute. A West Virginia quilter. Roxanne says, Crystal, the crazy fixer-upper of all crafts. Now, so far, nobody's guessed it. Colleen knows what it is, so let's see here. Olivia, Southern Yankee Stitcher. Y'all go watch her channel if you don't already. Southern Yankee Stitcher. She says, she's going to guess I'm a stitching soldier on a quest for a quilt. That's cute, Olivia. Here comes a keyboard person. Candy says, a quilt miner. Janet says, quilting inspector. Debbie says, a stash builder or a builder at Michael's. Y'all, these are so good. I hope you don't mind me reading them all, because you all thought about it and I want to read them. Laura says, Bob the Quilter. So cute. And then Olivia came back and said she thought of a better name. Instead of a Miner 49er, I'm a Stitcher 96er. I live in 96, the town. And Olivia works here and lives nearby. So, yeah, Stitcher 96er. That's cute. Audimo, I guess is how you say it. A crafty miner. Gina says she don't know what it is, but it's cute. Thanks, Gina. Oh, let's see. Those don't have guesses. Dreskin Daniela says Bob the Quilter. Candace said hardcore quilter. Christy says Crystal the Quilt Builder. So, I'm going to do the giveaway. Now, you did not have to guess. Nobody guessed. So, I'm going to do the giveaway and then I'll tell you guys what I was. But you did not have to make a guess to be entered. You just need to leave a comment. So, I'm going to try to turn this around and open up YouTube random comments. Okay. So, here's the page. It has a link. So, I'm going to click Get YouTube Comments. And it says 36. Janet Householder, you are the winner of the project bag. Congratulations. Congratulations, Janet. And you guys brought me so much joy. Let's do a second giveaway. I don't know what bag it'll be, but I will send you a bag. So let's do it again. All right. So, get YouTube comments. Start. Kiara, you want a project bag? There you go. All right, so my Google Forms will be in this video. It was not last week, but it will be in this video. So just fill out the Google Forms so I can get everything mailed to you. And my glasses feel dirty. I need to clean, hang on a second. I need to clean my glasses. Okay, so that was exciting. All right, I'm trying to think if I need this for anything else. I don't think I do. So I sat down to edit my video and I realized I never told you guys what my Halloween costume was. I was a Minecrafter. So if you're unfamiliar, Minecraft is a game. And a children's game. And yeah, so I was a Minecrafter. That was my costume. So I'll try to put some kind of pictures or graphics to make that make sense if you don't know what that is. So yay. So I had to edit this video in for you guys because I forgot to even say what I was. Alright, so we can move that. I have a little bit different setup. First of all, I'm sweating. It's been so cold in my house, but I dried my hair and I got hot. And I'm drinking hot coffee. Woo, y'all. What's up with that? And my dining room gets really hot too. When I film in here, I'm always hotter than the living room. So, let me look at my list. Okay, so now I want to talk about the Zoom meetup. Now, today I'm filming this is Friday. You most likely, by the time I get this edited and uploaded, not very many people are going to see this before the Zoom meetup, but I want to talk about it because hopefully we will continue to do the Zoom meetups. So if you are unfamiliar with how to use Zoom, then my recommendation is to go to YouTube and download basic how to use Zoom videos or something like that, because it is simple, but it's different for different devices. So it depends on if you're using a phone, an Android, iPhone, a tablet, an iPad, a computer. I use a computer, so I'm not really familiar with how to do it on a phone, and I don't want to tell you guys something that's not accurate. So my advice to you is just to, if you're on a phone, go to the App Store and download a Zoom app. Same thing for your tablet. And if you're on a computer, you can go to just Google Zoom and go to the website and download it on your computer. And then you can sign in, either create a new account, you can link it with your Facebook account, or you can link it with your Gmail. There's different options. So we have a meeting ID, and that meeting ID should always be the same. So I'm going to put that on the screen here so you can pause and write it down. Now I will be posting this in the community tab of YouTube. So it will also be there, and it should show up in your YouTube feed. Now if you have 500 people you follow on YouTube, it could get lost in the shuffle. So if you just go to my YouTube channel page and click the community tab, there should be a post there that will have the Zoom meeting ID and the password. And I'm hoping that we won't get any inappropriate people or anything like that. I'm hoping, you know, if that happens, we'll deal with it when it happens. But so the meeting ID should have already been across the screen, and now I'm going to put the password. I'm just going to say it. It's Floss 2021. And if anything changes, it will be posted to the community tab. Let's say I have to create a new meeting ID or a new password. Anything like that, if it does not work, it will show up on the community ID page. Now, I am on Facebook. I do have Facebook Messenger, but my Facebook Messenger does not work. People will send me messages and I will not get them for days later. So messaging me through Facebook is a no-go. You can message me through Instagram. Most of the time, my Instagram messages work. Occasionally, they don't. I think it's an issue with my phone software. So, now, email, I should get your email. So, if you have a question, you should be able to email me. And if you can't get signed in or anything like that, and I will try to check my email every few minutes so that if you're having a problem, I can get back with you. So, try Instagram or email. And if you do one and it doesn't work, do the other. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get everybody in. This is what I'm calling a test night. And like I said, you're probably not even going to see this before we're doing it. But it's just a way for everybody to kind of get used to it. And if you're not familiar with Zoom, to get familiar with it. Because if you're on a computer, you got to make sure your audio and your video and everything is right or whatever. So, my suggestion to you is you have two options of viewing, and you can either view just the speaker, so you'll have a big video of the speaker and then a small strip of people in the Zoom, or you can click the tab to where you see small boxes of everybody. I think for something like this where we all want to talk and hang out, that clicking the one where you see small boxes of everybody is more inviting, because that way you're not just seeing the same 3 or 4 people and then cutting out the other 3 or 4 people or whatever. So there may just be 2 of us on here. There may be more. I don't know. But we'll have a good time, whatever it is. And my hope is that we can continue these and do them on different nights, so that if someone isn't available one day of the week, they can hop on the next time a different day a week. So if everything goes well, I will just switch up the days, do some on Friday, some on Sunday, maybe occasionally on a weeknight, something like that. So, I'm just excited to talk to y'all and meet y'all and for all of us to get to chit-chat back and forth. So, that's exciting. And I need to pick out something super easy to stitch because I do not want to be frogging because I'll be talking. Okay. So now we'll move on to stitching. And my first is a finished object. And I don't know where the chart is. I kind of remembered that I finished this right before I started filming, so I didn't find the chart. But I finished, I think it's called, is it Thankful String by Lizzie Kate? It could be Turkey String. But, so I finished that. And I actually did this during the Grace Note Stitcher Zoom. I did this half one week and this half the next week. So that was a lot of fun. And it was, I did get messed up on this leaf, which I love. That is in Fallen Leaves by Classic Colorworks. And I just use colors from my stash for this. So some of the browns are similar. Excuse me. Because it called for 4 browns and I could only get 3. Did I tell y'all this already? I feel like I've said all this. I don't know. If I've already done this, I'm sorry. But I just finished it Saturday night, so I couldn't have shown it on Flosstube. Maybe I showed it on Stitch With Me. I don't know. But that's fun. So that is my second Lizzie Kate string. So it's time for me to start another one. Alright, so Rosie wants up here. She's wanting some loving. Yeah. But Mommy's got to do Flosstube, okay? Alright, so whips. I just worked on this one a little bit yesterday. During homeschool, generally we read a chapter a day. I read it out loud. That's how we start our homeschool day, is I read a chapter out of a book, and then Parker plays with Legos or clay or something with his fine motor skills. So normally I do the reading, but this book I decided to use the audiobook. And so I pulled out my school stitching project, which is Let Your Light Shine, and I'm stitching this for Parker from Heartstring Samplery. And I didn't get a ton done, but I finished the G, I, and L. So I just need to put the words on this side, your, and shine, and then there's rays coming out from the light bulb. Two dogs fussing under the table. Sorry. Come here, Rosie. Rosie really wants my lap, and Mose is getting in her way. Okay. She needs a bath, so yeah, she looks scruffy. Well, she always looks scruffy, even right after bath. It's just her hair is like, she's a Yorkie poo, so she has like this kind of curly hair, but it always looks like a mop. It doesn't matter. So yeah, she's a scruffy girl. And I don't know how I'm going to hold her and do this, but she's adamant. Okay. You're going to have to go. There's no room. Alright. So, I pulled out some of my Christmas whips this week. And I pulled out this Mill Hill Appalachian Santa. And this is the Allegheny Santa. Allegheny, however you say it. And I love these. This is my first Mill Hill. And I don't know why it took me so long. So I'll put a picture up of where it was when I started yesterday. And it had been there since I bought this. And I've had this for a long time. I bought it way earlier in the year. I may have even bought this at Christmas last year. I don't know. So this is what I've got done so far. I'm doing all the regular stitches. and then the beading. But I realized this morning that I'm missing, oh y'all, Rosie, you can't do that. I have a bin of fabric over here that I was going to show y'all, and she just made her bed in. I'll let her sit there for a minute, okay? I'm missing a bag of, there's 2 bags of beads. I'm missing 1 bag of bead. I'm missing my beading needle. And the zipper on this had come open. So I'm hoping, over here is kind of like my mess. And in the bottom of that is a basket with whips I'm not working on. I'm hoping it fell into that basket. If not, I'm going to have to, I guess you can order the beads. I have no idea. I don't know, but I've got to get that figured out before I get to the beading part. But I had so much fun. I really wanted to keep working on it until it was done. And now I want to do all the mill hills. So, you know, I'm going to start that journey. Okay, so the next one is a fall pattern. And this is my Bent Creek photo booth. And I am stitching this with some of the called for and some from my stash. I'm just, if I had it, I'm using it. If I didn't, I substituted. So I got the first one done, except for the eyes, which are French knots or some kind of knot, whatever you want to do. Does she say what it is? She doesn't say on here that you use a French knot. I guess it's just understood. I hate French knots. But yeah, so I got the first one done. This is so cute. I love it. And this linen is one of my favorite linens I have ever stitched on. It is a 32 count natural. I guess it's Swigert. It could be Witchell. I need to Google it and find out because it's so easy to stitch in hand. It's the perfect, I guess you'd say, weight. It's not too thin. It's just sturdy enough, but it's not like, it's not stiff. It's not too stiff, not too floppy. It's perfect. I love it. So I'd like to get a bigger, and here I am. Hot, hot, hot. My next one is Santa's Village. This is my 25/7. I did not work on this for, was that last week? I didn't work on this for several days. It may have been last week. No, I've been working on this. Yeah, that was last week. So this is Santa's house. So I have finished my windows, put the red outline, and I've started on the door frame. So the next thing to do is fill in the door. There's a wreath here in the windows, and then I can do the house. And this is all together. First row. I can show a little bit more because I have a different setup this time. What I did is I'm using my, what's it called? The phone holder, my gooseneck phone holder. I'm using it to record, and I'm using my ring light over here because it's so dark and overcast. So hopefully y'all can see, but the gooseneck is farther away, so I can actually show more stitching. So I like that. But hopefully you guys can see everything okay with that setup. It's definitely sturdier because my ring light, the weight of it gets messed up and it wants to fall over all the time. And I don't want it right in front of me because it goes straight into my glasses like this, and I'm constantly looking at myself in the phone with the 2 rings. It drives me crazy. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get your light. Okay. So the next one is the Stitching with the Housewives Silent Night. And I'm breaking this up. So the first one I'm doing is just the church. So it doesn't look like I've got much, but this took me forever. Because I was trying to get all those little sections of white done. So what I'm doing, if you haven't already seen, I'm doing just the church right here. And then I'm going to break this up either into 1 or 2. So, I like it. It's just, it's taking me a long time to get through that church. I got to count, recount. In my Grinch bag. Okay, the next one is the Nightmare Before Christmas SAL. This is what I worked on Halloween. And I barely had time to work on it. You know, it was a busy day. I think I finished the Spooky Mare. And I moved on to whatever this is. And this is from Story Stitches. And she did, there's a needle. Let me put that back in here. She released the full pattern as one piece. So if you go to the website, you can download the pattern as just one piece, which I did. That way I can stick it in my bag, because this is going to be my travel project for traveling. Alright, so this is another Christmas whip I pulled out. And some of my older beadie boards look like this on my bag. And that's because I use my husband's old campaign signs to make beadie boards. We still have a whole box. Like, I hate to just take them to the landfill, but we have nothing to do with, nothing to use them for. So, I did make a few of the quilting boards, but I've since switched to foam board. Alright, so this is Into All a Good Night. And I started this over the summer during Jolly July, and then just kind of got tired of it and put it away. So now that it's getting closer to Christmas, I would like to get this done. So what I did this week was I put in that reindeer, and started the tree in the middle. So that's what I got to work on. And I'm not done with the reindeer. I still got to put in like the red and their noses and stuff. I was just doing the basic reindeer shape. So that's one I would like to finish. I have a finishing piece that I bought on clearance last year after Christmas that I hope will fit it. It's a board shaped like this. And that's everything. Now, the Story Stitches Christmas Classics SAL, she has released the border, and I will pop a picture up of that. It's on her website. It will be 12 releases. And my plan is to break it up into smaller pieces to make Christmas ornaments. So there's 12 designs. So I haven't figured out yet, because I've got to figure out actually what size they will be. If they're super tiny, I'm going, just a second, my husband's calling me. Okay. So the Christmas Classic SAL, if they're super tiny, I'm going to do 4, like a 4 patch of Christmas characters. Just do like the first 4, and then the second 4 and the third 4. If they're a little bit bigger, then I'm going to do 12 individual. So I'll just see. I'm not going to try to group them together by matching, because I don't know. It's a mystery SAL, but I want to start them this year. So I'm just going to go with the flow. I think whatever she does, they're going to be cute. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to double check the size. I'm thinking I'm going to do 4 at a time and try to make an ornament about this big. So it just depends. I don't know. They'll be cute either way. I'm excited about that one. And I think that's it. Oh, wish list. I don't have anything written down, but I'm going to try to do it from memory. HandsOn Design did release the information to do the cookie ornament exchange. and that is on her website. You can purchase it. It's going to be PDF pattern, I think released in 3 parts, but I'm not sure. And I believe that you have until November 28th to purchase that. That's what I read. And, oh, there's a freebie. This for, I don't have any haul, but I do have this freebie. This is what the whole thing looks like. But if you are on Liz Matthews' newsletter, she sent this freebie out yesterday, and I absolutely love it. I love how it's got, like, looks like quilt blocks around it, and it's super tiny. It's really small, so this thing would stitch up pretty quickly. You do have a lot of color changes, but if you do your borders first, you could just do like all of one color, and you know what I mean? So I'm going to show that again. So that's from Hello from Liz Matthews, freebie. And more wish lists. Let me think, what have I seen? I can't think of anything right offhand. Heart and Hand has a Christmas Tiny Town. I think that's super cute. Oh, I did not show these last week and I forgot. But the Blue Flower, she has 4 new releases, and I love them. I think there's 3 of them I definitely want to do. So I will pop those up here because right off the top of my head, I can't remember what they're called. But I loved every one of them. So the Blue Flower, she can do no wrong. I love everything she designs. And I mentioned this before, but Candace of Candace K, Tracy of OG Stitchery, and Courtney of Courtney Stitches Please, or Stitches Please. We're all doing a SAL, so we want you guys to join along if you want to. It's going to be the Deer pattern from Barbara Anna in the new Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. So when we get a start date on that, we will let you guys know. We're just kind of waiting for magazines, waiting for figuring out what we're going to do. But it won't be too long from now. I think I'm just guessing maybe beginning of December. So we'll see. I've talked to ladies and see what they want to do. Also, on the quilting side, Candace and I are doing a quilt along. If you've seen her channel, then you've already seen this. But we are using this book, which is Among the Stars Again by Fat Quarter Shop. They're doing a block of the month where you could do this Christmas morning fabric, this fig tree fabric, or both. And I decided when I saw this that I had enough left over of folktale from my Serendipity Make-A-Wish quilt that I could make one of these. And then I decided that I wanted to use up some of my Tula Pink stash and make one from Tula Pink. So that is what Rosie is currently enjoying, is my bin of fabric. So I'm going to get that. Alright, Rosie, you gotta move. So now I'll have to take the lint roller to that. Okay, so the first one will be Folktale, and my bin of Folktale is down there, but I do have this mini charm pack of Folktale, like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm using this background, which is a cream, and Folktale. Like, here's one of the browns. So hopefully, there we go. And then the other one is I have this bin of Tula Pink that is starched already because I started this pattern and in my head it was going to go really well. And when I started it, I hated it because the pieces were so small, and I can't find the front page. Okay, here it is. So I started that one, and I actually have my finished blocks right here. If I can dig them out. Maybe I can't. Okay, here they are. So I had started that. Whoop. This is the old Pat Sloan block from the was that quilt along they had? It was like So Sampler or something like that. That's a block I made that I never did anything with. But I made this one. And the background is low volume grays and whites. And then this one, and there's a third one too, but I don't know where that's at. So it was so finicky with these little pieces, and it was just getting more finicky, and I just was not wanting to do it. So I mean, I love the pattern, it's just not the pattern for me. So I thought I could take these Tula Pink solids. I have a million of them. All of these. And then I have some Tula Pink backgrounds, or they're Tula Pink prints, but that I can choose for the background, border, and binding. So I want to have one that's more modern and one that is more traditional. And I got to get moving on that because I think we're supposed to have the first block done this week. I don't know. I have to ask Candace what if she's doing her first block right now. I think she is. She was starching her fabric. So thankfully, most of my fabric's already starched. I just need to starch a little bit. And that'll be all for that. And I can't think of anything else. So we will leave it there. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys have a great week. If you can, join us on Zoom. If not, then maybe you can catch us another time. And let me just say, if you want to join in but not talk, just mute your mic. You can sit there and stitch and listen to everybody else. You do what makes you happy. If you want to not be on camera and you just want to listen to everybody, don't turn on your camera. You just do you, okay? This is just about hanging out, having fun, and that's it. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.